Are you looking for advanced pickleball strategies that you can learn easily to improve your game? If yes, then you come to the right place. Every sport, including pickleball, calls for strategic play and calculated approach. With the right background and gaming expertise, you can dominate any competition. Enhancing your pickleball skills can be done in a number of different ways. From choosing the right paddle to maintaining the correct stance, everything must be just right before the game can begin. Here we've mentioned the pickleball tips for beginners to play smartly and level up their gaming skills. Now let's get right into the video. Tip 1, get to the kitchen quick. The kitchen line is the most advantageous spot in pickleball. The game becomes more difficult for the opposition and more shooting opportunities present themselves. You're in dire need of the kitchen, but there's a catch. You have to get there quickly and without getting hurt. We've all made the rookie move, changing violently towards the kitchen only to be met by a pickleball smash directly in our direction. Constantly monitor your surroundings, both in terms of where the ball is going and where your opponents are. Stop when you're doing if your opponent is about to hit while you're headed for the kitchen, and get ready to return the favor. When compared to trying to place a shot accurately while on the run, returning this kind of shot is a breeze. After passing the ball back, keep moving forward at a fast clip. A split step is what you get when you combine two steps. If you're curious about how it appears, but have never seen it before, check out this short clip. Don't get comfortable if you have to leave the kitchen line to cover your partner or retrieve a ball. Quickly ascend the steps and reclaim the kitchen. Tip number 2, keep your opponent's back. The converse of the preceding piece of advice, it's the best place to be near the baseline. Then you should work to force your opponent back towards the kitchen line. It's very advantageous to keep your opponents at bay while you're in the cooking line. There's a lot more court for them to cover, and they need to hit a tricky drop shot in the kitchen to buy some breathing room. You can keep your opponents at bay by putting the ball at their feet if they can't get to the kitchen line. If they hit the ball at your feet, you have a good chance of forcing them to make a mistake because it is one of the most difficult shots of return. My one proviso is this: if you have a clear overhead opportunity, you should usually aim for your closest opponent. They can't respond as quickly, thus they're not as likely to pay back your higher rates. Tip number 3, get your serves in. Getting more serves in the net is a simple yet effective strategy to boost your serve. To score an ace with a streamer of a serve to the baseline or a deceptive spin serve is an exhilarating experience. But if you're serving so poorly that half the balls go over the net or out of play, well, you're not going to have much success. If you don't make your serve, you may forget about scoring any points. Smarter play and a reliable server can help you beat opponents with higher raw skill. Serve the ball in and force your opponent to commit errors. You shouldn't try to win the point on the serve. The aim is to force your opponent into a corner where they can easily escape with a return shot. You can challenge your opponent by hitting the ball deep in the court or into their backhand volley. But remember to do so with control to keep the ball in play. Not much effort is required. Tip number 4, practice your third shot drop. A third shot drop is a tactic common in pickleball that most players are familiar with if you played for any length of time. The third shot drop is one of the most important strokes in pickleball and should be in the arsenal of any player who takes the sport seriously. The shot is crucial because it gives you breathing room to go to the kitchen line and reduces your opponent's attacking options on the ball. The third shot drop is often mentioned, and rightfully so, but a drop shot can be made at any time. If you need to reset the point and get back into position, this is a nice alternative to have at your disposal. Get ready to chew down on some smashes while you practice your drop shot. This is a challenging pickleball shot that will require some practice before you can master it. Don't lose sight of the end goal or get disheartened. The layoff is substantial once you've mastered the basics. Now, before we move ahead to talk about more game-changing pickleball tips, please take a second to like this video, subscribe to our channel, so that we can keep bringing more informative pickleball content to you. Your little contribution means a lot for us. Tip number 5, know when you're on the attack or on the defensive. It's not uncommon for the team with the advantage to switch during a point of pickleball. You can suddenly find yourself in an advantageous position where you're applying pressure to your opponent and controlling the point. But then the table can turn and you're on the other trying to keep play going and preserve the point. It's a common blunder for players of all skill levels to press the attack when they should be playing more defensively, or to play easy shots to their opponents when they should be pressing their advantage. Both of these are standard cases. Serving from the kitchen when your opponent is at the baseline and hitting a gentle shot to mid-court. Attempting a powerful drive off a low ball with the opposition in the kitchen line position. When a player does this, they are effectively handling the initiative to their opponents and giving them free rein to advance towards the kitchen. The second strategy gives the opponent an excellent chance to smash, playing right into the hands of the aggressor. Recognize when one side is winning and adjust your play accordingly. Pickleball, that dynamic might shift from shot to shot, so you'll need to be flexible. Tip number 6, communication is key. Having a conversation with your significant other might not appear to have any practical purpose. Why is communication important if you want to increase your scoring and success in games? Think of all the times you left a shot thinking your partner was going to get it, only to have the ball land between you and your partner. And what about accidentally hitting your partner with your paddle while going for a ball you both thought was yours, sending the ball into the net? There's something every one of us has felt. Because of this, you will lose points, which can make a huge difference in a close game. Tip 7, think about it. Don't tinker aimlessly in the kitchen. 2 reasons we dunk. Untouchable shots, throw off your opponent's balance. First is more crucial. Don't give your opponents high, easy to hit balls. Keeping your dinks low and unattackable is a constant challenge. Practice with a partner. Cross-court dink rallies are common. Some players loiter around the kitchen in anticipation. If you sense your opponents settling in for dink rallies, throw them off by positioning your dinks closer to the kitchen. Tip number 8, stay ready. The speed of a pickleball game can change from a leisurely dink rally to rapid-fire volleying in the blink of an eye. Especially in the kitchen, it's crucial to maintain focus and a ready paddle. You'll have to try out different paddle-ready positions to find the one that works best for you. All the same, fundamentals remain the same. Keep your back straight and knees bent. Roughly chest high is the ideal paddling height. Keep your paddle in front of you rather than tucked under your body. Tip number 9, be strategic. Look for low-risk shots. If you're a pickleball player looking to improve your game, you may have wondered whether you should be aiming your shots. Keep in mind that pickleball is an error-based sport, and the team with the fewest errors usually prevails. Don't go into the game with the mentality that every shot you hit has to be a winner. As a result, players are more likely to take improbable shots, which increases the likelihood of making mistakes. Instead, you should keep in mind that put-away chances are created by the strokes taken before them. As a point progresses, the court becomes increasingly wide as players move around and create space. Shoot all these spots to force your opponent to adjust their positioning or move to get to the ball. As a result, they become thrown off kilter and more likely to make a mistake or pop up a ball, giving you an easy opportunity to score. Tip number 10, move with your partner. Clever players constantly scan the court for openings to place the ball during a point. Aim and move in tandem with your teammate to deny your opponents these openings. When you and your companion move as one, you form a fortified barrier with few weak spots. Moving in separate directions leaves enormous holes on the court that your opponents can exploit. So what's your most favorite pickleball memory? Tell us in the comments. Also, don't forget to like this video and share with your fellow picklers. Also, if you love pickleball, then make sure to watch this next video on our channel. Thanks for watching. Bye.